Hey, welcome back. You ever feel stiff and sore from either sitting at your desk or really from just standing around in one place? Join me. Let's stretch it all out. We're going to start by taking a deep breath. Really reach way up high and then sweep your hands down onto your thighs so that your back looks like this, nice and flat. We're going to try to round just the lowest part of the back by pulling your belly button in and tucking your tailbone under. So I'm not letting my head hang down. I'm just working the bottom part here, trying to push the belly button inward and upward, and then in the opposite direction, lifting your tailbone up, and you can see how that makes my back arch upward. Really just thinking about the lowest part of my back, rounding under, and then coming back up again. And we'll do that a few times. That starts to get into the deep, low back. Then with a flat back position, so now I'm pushing back with my butt and forward with the top of my head. I'm going to start here and roll it up. Keep your hands on your thighs for as long as you can until you get up, 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 until your hands can't stay there anymore and you're forced to drag them up with you. Shoulders come back. Put your hands on your hips and just circle those hips a little bit. Forward, forward is important, sideways, backwards, and then in the opposite direction. So just do what you're comfortable with. Maybe your circle isn't as big as mine, and that's okay, doesn't matter. Good. And then we're going to bring one hip up and down. And in doing that, we're stretching out not only the hip, but the lower back. See how my heel comes off the floor to let that hip go up and down. Let's do the other side. The hip comes up and down, heel rises. Okay, and if any of this hurts, you should stop. We're trying to get deep in that low back. Good. So now we sit the feet flat on the floor with a bit of a bend in your ankles and knees, and just stand up really tall and straight. Open those arms out to the sides, reaching from fingertips to fingertips. Maybe even lifting your chest a little bit, looking up slightly. Don't hang your head back. And now see if you can bring your hands behind you and push them away. And you're nice and tall. Again, the chest is up. Good. And if your hands can come together and push back, that's wonderful. Then we're going to bring them in front. Try to turn your hands inside out and push your back away. So now your upper back is rounding. You still have your belly in to support you, but you're more thinking about the top part of your back rounding. And let your chin tuck a little bit. And now we're going to straighten it up again. Press your hands to the ceiling. See if you can turn your upper body only from here up toward the right. This is hard to do because your knees and your hips want to turn with you. Just upper body. And let's go the other direction. This is all about the spine. Once we get the blood moving up and down the spine, it's easier to stretch all the other places that are tight. Let's bring your hands behind your back again. But see if we can hold the elbows this time. If not, that's okay. Then let's turn your head to the right and then to the left gently. One more each way. Good. And then let your hands come down at your sides. We're going to tip your head to the right and push your left hand down a little bit more. Not a lot, but you'll feel the stretch here in your neck. And then we'll switch. Tip your head to the left. Let that right hand reach down just a little bit. Good. And then one arm reaches up as the other one reaches down. So the whole side of your body is lengthening. Now anchor this hand and reach the other one over. Good. Let's switch. Let's switch this arm up, this one down. First, just reach them away from each other. So we're not leaning sideways yet. We're straight and tall, reaching those arms. Then anchor the left and reach the right one over. Nice. And bring that around. Good. How about if we step one foot behind you and press your heel into the floor? This knee bends a little bit to accommodate that. Stay tall. If you feel like you can reach those hands up to the ceiling. Maybe even look up a little bit, but keep that heel pressed down. Now let's bring the hands down and see if we can bend this knee without picking up the heel. That gives a little different stretch in the back of that leg, right? And the ankle a little bit. Remember, if it hurts, you should stop. Let's come up. Turn your feet to face forward. And we're going to go diagonally across. Right hand goes to left shin if you can. Left hand can go behind your back. And let's come back up. We'll bring our hands here and we'll switch. Okay, if your hand only makes it to your thigh, that's fine. If you can make it to your shin, that's great. The other hand goes behind your back. Your knees are a little tiny bit bent. They don't want to be locked straight. All right, then we're going to come back up and we're going to turn it face the other way. So your left heel can press down behind you now. We're stretching the back of that calf, back of the leg, front of the hip. See if you can bring your hands to the ceiling. Excellent. And then anchor your hands and just bend that back knee a little bit if you can to get deeper into the back of the calf and through the ankle a little bit. All right, we're going to face forward again and see if we can grab our ankle with the same hand. Now, if you can't get your ankle, it's okay. If you need to hold something to balance, that's okay too. You do whatever is best for you. But we want to keep that knee down, far away from your head. So not out here, down here. Good. Now let's put that leg out in front. Your heel is down, your toes are up, your hands are on the thigh, and you really stick your butt back and away from that foot, long through the back of the leg. And then roll yourself up. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, just grabbing that ankle behind you, trying to make lots of distance from knee to the top of your head, holding on to something if you need to, like Jeffrey. Then you're going to put that heel out in front of you, hands on the thigh as you sit back. Don't push your hands onto your knee. You want to keep them on the soft part of your thigh. Good. Let's bring both of the feet underneath you. You're still down here. Put your hands on your thighs. We're just going to take one more roll up. So round that back, pull your belly in and take it up nice and slow. When your hands need to leave your thighs, you let them drag. Roll up. Good. How about one more deep breath in? Yes. And exhale and give yourself a hand, or if you can, a pat on the back. Good job. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.